Welcome everyone to Soup for the Soul. This Soup for the Soul is called How a Hater Thinks. I've been recording a lot today, and just as I was about to wrap it up, I came up with the title of another recording that I wanted to do, but I just couldn't come up with the title, and just as I was wrapping up, I came up with the title, How a Hater Thinks. First of all, let me give you the definition, or my definition of a hater. A hater is a person who somewhat disdain or totally disdains a person, do not want them to be prosperous, do not like their look. Being a hater is another form of being jealous. But jealousy, let me see, how can I put this? A hater usually hates out of jealousy. However, a jealous-hearted person just, oh God, I'll explain it later what I'm trying to say, because first of all, my disclaimer, no portion of Soup for the Soul may be used in part or whole without the express written consent of Kimmy Wyatt. That's me. So a hater and a jealous person kind of are the same, but then in a way they're not. They both hate they both have a somewhat dislike for the person. Or, no, I just got it. A hater has dislike or disdain for a person with or without a reason, just to sum it up. And a jealous-hearted person can be jealous-hearted, but they don't necessarily hate you. You know what I'm saying? Family members, two sisters, sibling rivalry. But, I mean, when it comes down to it, if they need to support you in something, they're going to be there. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, so how a hater thinks. First of all, most haters, the definition, and that was just a comparison, but that wasn't the definition. A hater, as I was saying earlier, usually have partial or total disdain for a person. They will try to harm a person, whereas a jealous person probably won't even try to harm you. They're just jealous of you. But a hater will, in other words, go to the ends of the earth to maybe do something to you. They will talk about you behind your back, make up lies. They just don't like you. Or, they could be right up under your nose as well. And most times they are right up under your nose, but they're just hating on you. And so most haters think, the ones who are action haters, and what I call action haters, these are the ones who not only hate you, but will go to the ends of the earth to try to destroy you, to try to stop your progress, will try anything that's going to try to prevent you from moving forward. And some haters believe in the Lord, and a lot of haters believe in the Lord, and they usually have a select person or a select group of people, if anything, they hate on, or they may just be hating on one person for whatever reason. And usually it boils down to this: you're something that they feel like they can't be or don't want to work hard to be. Woo! In a nutshell. You're something that they see you as, unbeknownst to them, they admire you, but because they have an evil spirit, they can't admire you openly. They have to admire you internally, and some are aware of that. But what comes out on the outside is jealousy. Well, hate. So this is how they think, however, which is amazing. This is amazes me. And like I said, some of them are church-going people. Haters are not always, not. I hate to say, the word leaves me right now, but they're Christian haters. But what they think, though, those who are action haters, and like I said, these are the ones who feel like, I'm going to do something to her car, without knowing, gosh, there are billions of cars on the planet. You really hadn't done anything. Or and these are personal. We're gonna hack into her computer. Okay, thank you so much, Lenovo and Dell and Hewlett Packard and Toshiba and all you wonderful companies for making so many computers that I have a choice of what computers I want. These are people who think they literally think they can stop your progress. And without realizing they're working hard, not smart, and their efforts are of to no avail. I mean, their efforts are not even putting a dent in stopping you by any means of the spectrum. It's really just making them look stupid, and they're overreacting and exerting. It's just they're just over the top, and they're doing stupid things that they don't realize, like a dog chasing after his tail, that they're not real. In the end, they're really not accomplishing anything. Back in the day in 2004, I had hackers hack in our website, my company's website, and they were not giving up. Of course, there was Windows XP, and I had Windows XP Professional. Windows was not blowing up the internet about security patches and things like that. And so my computer was vulnerable. I didn't know a thing, even though I took computer science in college. I had no clue as to what was going on. I found out later what company it was that was doing it, and you would be surprised to find out when it was just little old me, and I was very well aware of who made their items. But if you did a Google search at the time on clubwear or lingerie, my company, out of 100,000+ entries, was always number 2 and 3 respectively. Bing! Like top of the list, literally. So this company was wondering, the personnel was wondering, owner or whatever was wondering, who is this company? They're gonna come and take over, and so to get back, because I only have 10 megabytes of data upload. Let me tell you guys, first of all, if you're a hater, you're probably going to deny that you are one. Okay, so if you harbor any of the characteristics that I mentioned prior, you are a hater. And I'm going to tell you something that maybe you didn't know, or maybe you don't want to understand, or maybe it hasn't sunk in. There is nothing you can do on the planet with all of the commodities that we have on the planet today that is going to stop someone's progress. You may, however, halt their progress or what they're trying to do or accomplish for a minute, but trust and believe. And I hate to hear people say that, trust and believe, but I'm going to say it, trust and believe. You're not doing anything but 1, making yourself look bad, 2, blocking your blessings, and 3, working hard, not smart, and 4, looking like an idiot, which goes back to making yourself look bad. In other words, you are doing stuff to harm yourself, not in the end, not the person, not your target. Not your target. And I mentioned the company before because this particular company was trying, like a hater, to stop our progress, or the progress of my company. And I was just doing what I love to do, but I guess I was doing it better than them. And I'm going to tell you today, and they have been for a long time, this is a multi-million-dollar company. And war back then. In 2004, which proves my point, honey. Knowledge is power. You know what you know. I know what I know. You stay on your side of the street. I'm going to stay on mine. Even though that's hard for some people to comprehend. And there's no way in the world that we live today for haters that you can totally block someone's progress by your actions. You are wasting your time. Let me say that the computer way that I would say it. The computerized. You are wasting your time. I mean, really? Are you serious? There are more cars on the planet than you can count. There are more computers on the planet than you can name and count, and there's more this, that, and the other that you can name and count. So all you're doing is delaying them, which probably means they're growing and learning even more by you doing what you're doing. Hint, hint. This is Kimmy Wyatt. Thank you for joining Soup for the Soul. And I hope you listen to all of them. Hasta la vista, buenas tardes, buenas noches, arrivederci, au revoir, salida, ciao, bella. Don't let the doorknob hit you, or the good Lord split you. Bye.